Thursday, October 24th, 2024. Back at the dacha. Okay, I'm here for about 2.5 hours today because I got to teach this afternoon. So, what do I got planned? Well, I'm not working on my walls because they're completed. And I'm scheduled for Saturday that Sergey's going to come over and we're going to stand up the walls and we're going to put up the shed. So, what am I doing today? Well, I'm going to be walking around and picking up old scraps of wood, gathering them up, and getting ready for firewood. So that's it. That's what I got planned for today. Not much, but it still means a lot because the more wood that I have collected, and especially the stuff that's lying around, might as well burn it. Burn it inside the wood stove and instead of the burn barrel. And that's that. All right, let's go to work. Okay, so I put on my work jacket here and I'm beside the burn barrel. Well, where is the burn barrel? It's gone. No, it's not gone. It's right over there. And what I got to do first is I just got to empty the ashes here. Let's take a look. How much ash was created from this burn that I did? There's a huge pile here. So I spent a good day burning it, and after a few days, it's almost nothing left. Let me show you. Here it is. There is nothing left. Just a little bit, I don't know, probably, 10, 15 centimeters of ash. This thing was glowing on Sunday with all the holes in the air that was being pushed through. So anyways, I'm going to dump that off. And then I was separating. I thought I was going to burn some of this wood that I had. Thought I was going to burn in a burn barrel. And then I decided, you know what? I could actually run this in my wood stove. So I'm going to pick it up, put it into the wheelbarrow, and haul it over to Mad Max and cut it up. Same with this right here. Yes, it's rotten. It doesn't look good. But you know what? Once it goes into the wood stove, your butt ain't gonna know the difference. As long as it's warm, that's all that matters. All right. Well, what else do we have here? Let's take a look. Here's the pond. So what I'm gonna do is, in the wintertime, my plan is to take the ladder out and I can actually cut some of those branches off. That's what I did last year. So I'm kind of shaping the canopy around the pond. Now check this out right here. Okay, so the branch is snapped off and I gotta ask Sergey for his chainsaw so I can bring it over and I could cut it up. This has been here since last spring, so it's fairly dry, and I figure the small whatever branches, maybe run them through the burn barrel again. But the bigger stuff, I mean, look at that. That right there can give me probably 3-4 days worth of heat inside the workshop. All right, well, let's load this up and let's take it over to Mad Max and let's start cutting ourselves some firewood. I gathered up as much wood as I could around the property. And it was this old rotten wood. But you know, when it dries out, it actually burns pretty good. You'd be surprised how much I found. I'm going to turn the camera around. I want to show you. Okay, here it is. Like 10 minutes worth. And there is a lot of wood. Look at all that. That's probably at least 2 days worth of firewood inside the workshop during the winter months. So what does that mean by 2 days worth? Well, it means probably if I come here for let's say 3-4 hours at a time, so that would give me 6 to 8 hours worth of heat. I mean, some of them are really thick and heavy. So let's get a closer look here. Check that out. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna start cutting, and I gotta be really careful because there are some nails. So I'll take my time. Like, check this out right here. See, there's nails right there. So I got to make sure that I don't hit any nails. I also have a little brush. I'll just try brush off any of the dirt. This blade right here is basically on its way out. I've been using it pretty much all summer, and it is getting dull. These blades are really cheap, so I'm gonna end up replacing it anyways. And what I usually do is when the blades are on their way out, I end up cutting the worst possible wood. That way, if I do hit anything, I don't really care about it because I'm going to be changing the blade anyways. All right, let's go to work and let's start cutting some wood. Okay, I finished cutting up all those pieces. Let's turn the camera around. I'll show you what I got. Here it is. All these pieces. Now, check this out. That was actually on the ground. Look at that. Those are good pieces. Look at this. All this is still pretty good. Why burn it in the burn barrel when I could burn it in the wood stove? Yeah, there's a little bit of rot right there. Big deal. But look at the rest of it. It's pretty good. And this stuff is like rock solid. So that's good. And I'm going to put it over here, cover it up, and it'll be close to the shop so that when I start burning, I will mix this in with dry wood that's over there or over there, and I'll get my heat. Cool. So I got myself 6 to 8 hours, maybe 10 hours worth of heat. I don't know. We'll see. So now I got to cover up Mad Max, and I got to stack this up right over here and get ready to go home. So 5 more minutes and I'm out of here. So Mad Max is all covered up. That's good. And my wood here that I cut up today is all stacked up. Let's check this out again. I'd say it looks pretty good. Yeah, it's a little bit wet right now. It'll dry out. And plus what I'm going to do is, because I know that it's getting colder and it takes longer to dry, once I fire up the stove inside the workshop, I'm going to be taking a few of these pieces and I'm going to bring them in and they'll dry out for a day or two, and then I'll start mixing it in with the rest of the firewood. So there it is. Pretty cool. All right, I got to go home, rest, and go teach this afternoon. All right, take care. Paka paka.